Good evening. Welcome to Thai PBS English News Service. Tonight you're with me, Rungtip Chonapalai. Many provinces in the south have tightened security measures around important tourist attractions to prevent violence as a large number of tourists are expected during the New Year holiday period. The police force has been ordered to be on guard in the business districts of Hat Yai district in Songkhla province. The police have set up checkpoints to prevent weapons and suspicious vehicles from entering vital areas during New Year period. The authorities have also set up a crime prevention plan. Meanwhile, security officials have asked the authorities to focus on 4 insurgent groups: Seri Wamamum, Rusaran Baima, Jema Wani and Maruding Sama in 4 districts of Songkhla province after receiving intelligence that they might be planning violent attacks. More than 50 marine police in Stun province are on guard to provide security for tourists around Li Pe Island and to prepare life jackets for all sea passengers. Cold weather continues to cover the majority of the country while mountain tops are experiencing isolated early morning floods. However, strong winds and torrential rains are ravaging the lower south. Soldiers in Nakhon Si Thammarat have been clearing debris washed down from the mountains, damaging a main bridge connecting Nakhon Si Thammarat's Ban Khao Phapha and Ban Bo Namron sub-districts. Electricity is also down in that area. In nearby Pathalung province, some 150 houses were under half a meter of water. Despite less rainfall today, some nearby farmland areas were under 1 meter of water. In the far southern province of Narathiwat, the Sungai Kolok River has burst its banks. Locals living near the river have evacuated to shelter homes. In Trang province, houses have been damaged by falling timber as heavy rain and winds uprooted trees. The meteorological department is warning of scattered thunder showers and isolated heavy rain in the lower southern regions, namely Nakhon Si Thammarat, Pathalung, Songkhla, Pattani, Yara, Narathiwat, Phang Nga, Krabi, Trang and Stun. The strong winds and high seas are forcing many fishermen along the coast to stay in port. Meanwhile, the cold weather continues to cover other regions of the country. Bangkok could see temperatures drop to 22 degrees Celsius, while the north and northeast could be as cold as 16 degrees. Mountain tops may continue to see isolated floods. The Bangkok Mass Transit Authority, together with another 6 related organizations, has organized an anti-alcohol campaign: no drinking or sale of alcohol on public transport or state enterprise property. Those who violate the law will be fined up to 10,000 baht or sentenced to up to 6 months in jail. Opat Petmuni, the BMA director, gave away stickers saying no alcohol in the vehicles to the related organizations and attached the stickers saying no drinking or selling alcohol to areas in the bus terminals in order to raise public awareness. According to the law enacted on August 8, 2012, it is illegal to sell or drink alcohol on state enterprise property or on public transport. The penalty for a violation of this law is a fine of up to 10,000 baht, a sentence up to 6 months in jail, or both. The BMA director noted that he has urged BMA employees to strictly abide by and enforce the law. The penalty for the employees who violate the law will be a warning or dismissal. Moreover, Opat Petmuni said that the BMA will immediately educate its employees on the new law after having found over 50% of the employees were unaware of the new law. The Rayong authorities have inspected the medical appliance factory which caught fire yesterday. There were no casualties. The factory is located in the Eastern Seaboard Industrial Settlement. Meanwhile, public health officers are checking the health of their staff and local people.
The factory belonged to Bibron Medical Production, which produced medical appliances in the Duok Dang district of Rayong province, was burnt down yesterday. The fire caused an estimated 100 million baht in damage. Rayong provincial police and local senior officers inspect the scene to identify the cause of fire. Meanwhile, Pluoc Dang authorities and public health officers are assessing the effects on the health of factory staff. So far, there are no reports of casualties. The district chief announced the factory is now sealed off due to the dangerous condition of the buildings. Meanwhile, following the blast at the Toyota warehouse in Ban Po district of Chachoengsao province 2 days ago, the area surrounding the warehouse has been closed to prevent contaminated water and oil leaking into local water supplies. Pairot Hirandurong, senior president of Toyota Motor Thailand, stated that Toyota will take full responsibility if anyone is affected by the incident. He also stated that the fire crews did not use chemicals to put out the fire.
The Democrat Party is insisting that it will continue to oppose the amendment of the 2007 Constitution, both in Parliament and on the streets. The ruling party is confident that garnering 24 million votes in support of the changes is an easy task, but the Prime Minister insists the move is not to help her fugitive brother. However, Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra says that if she does not get 24 million eligible voters to support the amendment, the Constitution can still be amended article by article. The government's plan is to initiate a drafting committee to alter any article, which is faster and easier than debating and voting in Parliament among MPs and senators. The Prime Minister insists the move is not to help her brother, ex-Prime Minister turned fugitive Thaksin Shinawatra. Deputy Prime Minister Chalerm Yubamrung, who was seen earlier as standing against the amendment, says Thaksin's influence will help ensure the 24 million votes required to back the referendum. Meanwhile, opposition whip Julin Laksanavisit says the government should abolish the referendum leading to the charter rewrite, as it will create even more division in society, because the opposition and many in society believe the change is to get Thaksin home as a free man. The Democrats have hinted that they might make anti-referendum moves outside Parliament if the government insists on proceeding with the controversial referendums. The ASEAN Economic Community, or AEC, is set to become an integrated reality in 2015. Recently, I talked to Dr. Ekapol Chongvilaiwan, fellow researcher at the National University of Singapore, or NUS, who said while countries like Singapore are ready, Thailand has many issues still to deal with to prepare the country for membership of the AEC.
I would say that Singapore is quite ready to open up the market, and the main reason is that Singapore is already open. Nowadays there is no tariff for Singapore is free port, like that, so there is no tariff, and the labor policy is opening up to immigrations, so they are ready for the higher competition after AEC 2015.
The gap between the rich and the poor of people in ASEAN will also becoming more problematic then.
Yeah, of course. If you look at the Gini coefficient in Singapore, it's one of the highest in Southeast Asia. And the main reason is that Singapore is a very liberalized economy. So they open up for immigrations, open up for capital inflows. So doing means that those who are at the top, they have better choices of investment, of decent jobs, so they can earn higher incomes. In contrast, those who are unskilled, who have no education, who are in the blue-collar jobs, they are not able to compete with immigrations from the region, especially from Philippines, Indonesia, where they can compete in the blue-collar jobs, and they are ultimately crowded out.
You say that Singapore is one of the, we know that Singapore is one of the most developed country in ASEAN, but of course, the AEC in 2015. Has Singapore prepared themselves enough for that?
Any countries will face the change and many restructurings, but in many different ways. From Thailand perspective, of course, Thailand will face different challenges. Thailand has competitive advantage in electronics and automotive industries, where they can compete in the global market. But at the same time, the majority of workers are employed in agricultural sectors, and agricultural sectors in Thailand is losing competitive advantage. As such, when we open up the market, we will face more competition in terms of labor costs, also in terms of cheap products that will come into Thailand. And of course, those sectors that are not competitive enough will be crowded out. It will shrink basically, and that will result in unemployment in that sectors, and the unemployed have to be shifted to other sectors.
Okay.
So there must be restructuring, and the Thai government need to play that role. How to ensure smooth transition of labor from the traditional sectors to the growing sectors.
Even though May Ratchanok Intanon, a 17-year-old badminton player, couldn't win a medal at the 2012 Olympic Games, this young girl inspires many Thai teenagers due to her lovely character and talent, and has now become a heroine for Thai people. Here's more.
At the 2012 Olympic Games in London, teenager May Ratchanok Intanon, a 17-year-old badminton player, has impressed the worldwide audience with her determination and fortitude. With her talent, politeness, and adorable personality, she won Thai people's hearts easily. Even though she was beaten by Wang Xin, the world's second-seeded player from China, and failed to get to the semi-final round, she became a badminton heroine for Thailand. Moreover, Ratchanok Intanon was the first Thai badminton player who was asked to sign a contract with Qingdao, China, to join the China Badminton Super League. Recently, in the big competition like the Super Series Final Badminton in China, she won 3 straight matches in the first round, which moved her up from her 9th place ranking. Ratchanok Intanon revealed that her aim is to become the badminton world's first seed. In January 2013, she will start the Korea Open Super Series Premier 2013, the biggest tournament among the Super Series Premier Games. It will take this 17-year-old time to become the world's #1 seed, but based on past performance, she is sure to succeed.
Santa Claus came to the Thai town of Ayutthaya on the Christmas Eve in the shape of elephants. Elephants big and small paid a visit to children at the Jirasat Vithaya School to dance to Christmas songs and hand out toys. Here's more from Hugh Adams.
And it wasn't just the children who were happy to see the elephants.
This is the best day of the year. This is the best day of the year when the elephants come. Where else do you get elephants at other than Jirasat? Elephants, the kids love it, teachers love it, everybody loves the elephants.
Students took turn not only grabbing dolls and toys, but feeding the pachyderms as well. Teachers say this year's event was more raucous than previous years, when parts of Thailand were flooded. The school was closed and flooded for weeks last year. Jirasat Vithaya School is the largest private school in Ayutthaya, with approximately 3,500 students aged 3 to 15 years old. Hugh Adams, ThaiPBS.
That's very cute indeed, and that wraps up tonight's edition of Thai PBS English News Service. Have a wonderful Christmas. Thank you for watching. อามุกทิพย์ ชนภาลัย สวัสดีค่ะ